Hey, if you just clicked on this video because you want to see an Ironhead run, well, stick around, because the reason why I say that, what you're going to see first is some new friends that I've met, and they're such good people. And I know that those of you who have been around a while already watch my stuff anyway, so I don't have to tell you to stick around. But anyway, I said all that to say this. Hey, what's up, amigos? Hey, check this out. This is going to be a little something different than normal. This was a last minute thing, and there's some folks whose channel I love to watch. They're local, just wonderful people. They like to travel around on their antique Wagoneer. I don't know what year it is, and they do a lot of camping. And anyway, they watch my channel too, like you guys do, and they say they're in the area. They message me on Instagram, and so they're camping somewhere by me. And so I'm gonna go meet them, and I think you guys might want to meet them too, okay? So really nice folks, okay? So I'm gonna get on the road. Okay, amigos, I did not bring my GoPro, so I didn't get any ride footage, so I don't want to bore you guys with that. I'll just cut right to the chase. These are them right here. This is these are the guys I was telling you about. They live probably like, what, 2-3 hours north of me, something like that?
Probably about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We can be on the coast in about an hour and a half.
Right, so anyway, this is Wes, and this is Andrea, and the name of their channel is...
Termite Offroad is our channel. As he just said, I'm Wes, this is Andrea. This is our kids, Lucy and Judah.
Roman somewhere.
And our channel is just basically not just about our Wagoneer that we call Termite. It's about the stuff that we do in it, camping, off-roading, but we also do fabrication, mechanicking, just a channel of a little bit about everything. It's just cool to meet another YouTuber from Mississippi.
Yeah, YouTube.
So we've been looking forward to meeting you
Mississippi
guys.
family.
Yeah, I thought I was the only kid on the block, well, on the block, in the state, doing YouTube videos. Well, I know that's not really the case. Somebody out there is doing it. My good buddy, Anonymous Biker USA, you know, he lived in New Orleans and he moved away and left me all by my lonesome. And now I got friends again.
Yeah. Other people to talk YouTube stuff about.
Right. Tell us about your truck.
It's an 89 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, 4-inch lift, 32-inch tires, still running the stock drivetrain for the moment. The only thing we've really done to it is convert it to fuel injection. We're saving up right now, saving our funds to eventually do a Hemi swap, a little bit modern day motor in it to help out with highway trips, because we want to go out west and stuff like that. And this would take forever to get out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Has,
so what's the top speed on this thing, being as old as it is?
Before, it had like 272 gears, and we would do good to get 50, 55 out of it with the lift and the tires and the 10 on top. Now we've gone to 355s. And it will cruise comfortably 60, 65, but that's about all it wants to do.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said the shovel does not like 70 miles an hour very well.
It's kind of the same thing. The shovel's probably 4-speed.
Yeah.
This is 3-speed.
And these things were made when the national speed limit was 55.
Yeah. So it's just kind of one of those things where, I mean, it just is what it is. I've had people ask about changing. It's like, it's not necessarily the axle gears that's the problem, it's the transmission. There's just only so many gears it's got, and that's just about what you're going to get. Now, going downhill, we can see 70, and it feels amazing to be doing 70 down a hill, but as soon as we get to the bottom of the hill, that's over, and it's back up to the 60, 65.
I used to do that with my old Ford van. It was an 82 model.
Yeah.
If there's a hill, I go as fast as I can downhill,
so I can get the momentum.
So I can go uphill, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with it.
That's an old truck driver trick. My dad drove 18-wheelers, and that's something he told me he would do. So I picked it up from him.
It's real fun in the mountains, like when we're in Arkansas. You definitely have to get all you can get, because by the time we get to the next top of the hill, it is way down and struggling. Yeah.
I try like North Carolina or West Virginia. They make the Ozarks look like anthills.
See, we were talking about going to Colorado this summer, but we were like, we probably need to do some.
That would be a trip. I mean, hey, that would be an interesting trip. It'd be might be mostly back roads or I mean, you're gonna have a story to tell. Like, for example, for me to take a trip on an old bike versus taking one on a new bike, you know, new bikes is it's all business. Get there and get back.
You're there.
Old bikes is like, hey man, remember that time
when you've done something? Yeah. See, when I had my shovel head, me and her went on a trip to Clarksdale and stayed a few days up there. And coming home, all I had was a drum brake on the back. I didn't have any front brake. I leaned back, I went to hit the brake through the Delta, and I was like, we have no brakes. And at some point, the chain had just cut a little slit, and my brake line had somehow gotten over too close. We sat in the AutoZone parking lot for I don't know how long trying to rig up a brake line while some guy pulls up on a big new bike and telling me how all the bikes he's got. Never once offered me a hand or nothing, just like telling me all the stuff he's got, and I'm sweating down out here.
I've heard that the thing that killed the real biker brotherhood from back in the 60s and the 70s was the advent of the Evo motor.
Yeah.
Because they just wouldn't break. Back in the day, anybody who rode a Harley knew what it was like to be broke down.
Yeah. Anytime I would go somewhere, when I got there, I felt like I had actually done something. People who rode with me with newer bikes, it was just a ride to them, like you say, to A to B. But for me, it was an accomplishment, you know.
Heck yeah.
It made it.
Well, anyway, this is Termite Offroad. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Termite.
Termite Offroad. It's a little cold out here. It's making me talk funny. Anyway, and go check these guys out. The link is going to be down below.
I'm not even in the video.
I don't even know if this is the end of the video. I might say something like, hey, let's go watch the Ironhead run or something, see if it does run. Anyway, you guys know what it's like to make videos.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what you're going to do while you're filming it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I always say I don't know what I'm going to film next. I don't even know what the heck I'm going to do with what I'm filming next. Anyway. All right. Okay, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. I just dumped some primary oil in the primary. There's oil in the oil tank, and we're just going to see if this thing's really going to run or not. The moment we've been waiting for the past 3 years, I think. I know on my Instagram I said I had to change tanks. Turns out that black tank, the threads on the spigot where the petcock goes, they're all boogered up. So it kept cross-threading. So I put this piece of crap tank back on there with rust and all, and put a couple of gallons of 93 octane fuel in there, and there's a fuel filter on the line, so I'm not that worried about it. Hopefully there's not too much moisture or water in there, but let's see if the thing is really going to work. So fire in the hole, or in the garage it is.
No, we don't want to fire in the garage.
Yeah. We got fuel going down into the carburetor.
Are you nervous?
Just a little bit.
Are you excited?
No. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
So, give a little gas. Wow, looks like it's got some life in it. Let's try that again. Oops. Well, it runs with the enrichener. Holy moly, this is great. This is freaking awesome. 3 freaking years ago, I never thought I'd be riding this thing, but that's just me, you know, not being able to conceive of putting together an old bike like this, or just a chopper or a bobber. But I tell you what though, it's kind of weird with this right hand shift, left hand brake. I sure am glad. See, because if you notice, I just put these hand grips on, and also I put on a front brake. So the rear brake drum I didn't really trust all by itself. You just don't want anybody pulling out in front of you, because if I was just riding with only a rear brake, I'm pretty sure if somebody pulled out in front of me, this video probably would not be getting uploaded. Anyway, this is just freaking cool. It has a freaking wicked sound to it also. I mean, I can't believe it. Just like with the Tram, it's actually a running motorcycle. At least with the Tram, it was a running motorcycle once again. But this one here is like a resurrection from the dead. Holy crap. Doesn't go very fast. I mean, I guess with the drum brake, you're gonna be committed to the 51 tooth sprocket that's riveted on there, and it's got a 21 up front. So, man, that sound is so freaking crude. I can't believe my ears. I'm probably doing about 50 miles an hour, but hey, this is the funnest 50 miles an hour that I can think of doing. Now, I have no idea what I'm gonna have to do after I ride this thing. I think I hear the chain slapping the rear fender though, so I'm probably gonna have to trim away some of that rear fender. But my goodness, let's see how well it stops. It stops pretty decent. Yeah, totally freaking awesome. Gee whiz, I hope this guy is gonna make like a right-hand turn, because I want to go left, because he's really ruining my fun here. I wonder if Jason's home. Oh shoot, he is doing a left-hand turn. We sure know how to ruin a guy's day. Whoa, what was that? Okay, it did something weird, but I guess it did an old bike thing. You know, like they say old bikes are full of ghosts. Well, that ain't no lie. This thing's like a haunted house on two wheels, just like the Shovelhead. But anyway, I'm gonna like get up to Jason's house here soon, and okay, this is really awkward. Okay, I'm wanting to stand on the shifter thinking it's a rear brake. Okay, gonna make another left turn, see if I can get used to this rear brake. Okay, it's working. I downshift with my right foot. Oh golly, what a nightmare. At least that's a nightmare you can, you know, enjoy. Can you enjoy a nightmare? Oh, there I am trying to shift with my left foot. Oh, I see cars at Jason's house, so he must be home. Oh, brakes over here. Hey, look what's back from the dead, man.
You got no brakes on it?
I was standing on my shifter trying to stop. I was like, whoops, no, it's over here.
And that's the one that had the oil bag with the filter inside of it.
Yeah. Check it out. I added the oil filter over here. Right here. This replaces my left side motor mount, but you can screw an oil filter into it.
That's cool.
Anyway, overall, I think Jason can dig it. What do you think, man?
Shimmy sham with that Hodo flipper, chain puller coming on strong, man, with that iron head.
Yeah, he's already had like 2 or 3 before I got here, so.
No, man, that's a real motor hood there, man.
Yeah, I never thought this day would come when this thing would actually be running, and it made it all the way to Jason's house. Isn't that cool? Anyway, guys, I really ain't got nothing else to say, but I'm sure some of you who've been watching the series ever since it started, or ever since I brought the motorcycle home, which is like back in 2017, I want to say, I never thought I'd ride it down the road like this. So I hope you guys are excited. And by the way, this is not the end of the series, because when it comes to choppers are never done, you know. And when it comes to ironheads, there's always something to do to an ironhead. Yeah, something like that. But I'm just gonna leave you with it like this. And oh, and I guess maybe I need to mention this every once in a while. My good buddy Shovelhead Fedge keeps saying I should mention this, that I have a Patreon, but I don't want to keep sounding like I got my hand held out, you know what I mean? But if you guys want to, see this guy. But any of you who want to be part of this channel in some kind of way, there you go. The link's down below, and you decide what you want to do with that. But other than that, as always, you guys keep the rubber side down and be good to yourselves.
Roger out.
What he said. Thanks a lot.